it doesn't.
Hey everybody, my name is Kurt. I'm the camp director at Camp for All. And I don't know how many of you know this, but camp directors know how to juggle. It's true. Every camp director I know would agree that we all know how to juggle. Some of us actually juggle objects. Some of us then do tricks. So I thought today I would teach you guys how to juggle. You guys ready for that? Now, a couple of things we need to know about juggling first is, just like anything else we're doing, I want to make sure you get permission from the adult in your house to do this. And we're going to show a couple of different ways for you to juggle and some different items for you to use. And then we're going to do practice. Now, I don't want you to get upset about your progress. Not everybody is going to learn to completely be able to juggle a 3-ball juggle in the time frame that we do this. But this will be posted on Facebook, and so you'll get the opportunity to keep practicing the things that we're trying out here. So the first thing I want you to do is to get the objects that you might want to use. You can use, if you have juggling balls, you can use juggling balls. Most people who are just learning for the first time don't have juggling balls. So maybe you have tennis balls or softballs or baseballs. Remember, softballs and baseballs can be a little bit hard, and inside the house we want to make sure you're not around anything fragile. And again, make sure that you have permission from the adult in your house. But if you don't have any of those things, I'm going to show you something that you can use to learn how to juggle. One of the things, when I have taught campers how to juggle before, that I've used is aluminum foil. So we're just going to take some aluminum foil. I'm going to take about that much for me, and then I'm going to have Abbey and Alice and Jacob come. They're going to come take the aluminum foil, and they're going to make some juggling balls as well. And all you need to do is to just make it the size that you want. So this is kind of a big juggling ball here, right? If I want to do it a little bit smaller, nice and tight, makes it nice and easy, just like that. So I'm going to get the other ones that I made. And now I have 3, but all we're going to start with is 1. So we're going to give a chance to see what we've got here. Actually, let's show us the juggling balls that you guys made. So they made 2 ahead of time, and then they made 1 for you guys right there. And you notice that everybody's a little bit different. Jacob's got little smaller ones. I think Abby's in the middle there, and Alice has got the bigger juggling balls. She's very excited about those big juggling balls. Excited to learn how to juggle. So what we're going to do first is set 2 of them down. We're just going to take the 1 juggling ball. And this is going to seem like it's very easy to do, but I want you to think about how you're going to throw the ball up in the air, almost at an angle. So it's not a loop like this. It's almost like an angle like this down in your hand. You want to throw it about that high above your head, and you want to get a nice arc every time. So you go, right? I'm going to try that again. I'm not tossing it from one hand. I pick it up out of the hand. So I go. And I want you to use your right hand if you're right-handed, or your left hand if you're left-handed first. So again, we're going to take 1. We're going to go like this. So let's see how these guys are doing. All right. All right, there we go. That's the one hand, and that's okay. Sometimes you're going to drop objects. That's part of getting this down. I know this seems like it's very basic. You're like, I know how to throw from my right hand to my left hand, but you want to make sure that you're doing it right. You want to make sure that you get that arc like Alice is doing. I just called that. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. The arc like Alice is doing here, just like that. Just like that. You want to make sure it's that way every time. And then, once you get that down, you're going to throw it back with your left hand or your right hand, depending on which side you started with, right? So I'm right-handed, which means this is a harder throw for me. And so I want to make sure that I'm going back and forth. Nice and easy. And I know you're like, wait, this is really easy to do. That's okay. You want to practice this piece because doing this one consistently is going to help you with the second one. How's everybody doing out there? Is everybody practicing with me?
Yeah. Reading
any comments? Any comments?
Everybody's just saying hi.
Hi. Hi, everybody. I think I saw Steven log in earlier.
I would suggest using the tin foil. Sometimes it hits you in the face, and if you use something a little heavier when you're not good at it, I don't prefer.
All right, so that's good safety advice from Abby, is using the aluminum foil so that you can, if you hit your face or drop it on your toe, it doesn't hurt as much. I agree with that. Okay, so we've kind of got that down. We may go back to the one in a second because I'm going to show you what we're going to do with two. So I want you to stop, hold the juggling items right now. Just hold them. And what we're going to do is, now we're going to throw two objects. So this object is going to go here, and after you throw it, this object is going to go here. Then you're going to catch this object, and then you're going to catch this object. So it'll look like this. Don't try this yet. Just watch for a second, okay? Just watch for a second. Now, we want to make sure that they don't hit in the middle, so you've got to get the timing, and you want to get them about this high. So you go. Now notice that one went out a little bit, so I had to reach for it. So you bring your hands back in and try to get it where you don't have to move your hands much. All right, go ahead and practice that. Let's see these guys practice the two. There we go. Okay, so notice, I don't know if you saw Jacob, but with his right hand, he threw a nice, close to his body. His left hand threw it out, and so he had to reach with his right hand. That's how he missed it. Now, sometimes you can still catch that one, but you want it right now, you want to practice bringing them nice in and close. Get that down. Yeah, there you go. See how he brought that closer to his body? Good. It's also, they're also crammed in a little bit here. It's difficult for them to have enough room to juggle. Okay. If you're out there practicing with me and not just watching us for entertainment, if you're out there practicing, I want you to comment, because I'd love to see people who are actually practicing to juggle. This is a skill that everybody can learn. And I know that some of you are saying, well, you know, I don't know about juggling, I'm not that coordinated, it seems like a lot going on at the same time. Just like almost every skill, it comes down to basics. That's why we started with one, and then we moved to two. Here's the thing that I bet you didn't know about a 3-ball juggle. With a 3-ball juggle, at any given point, you only have 2 objects in the air. It looks like all 3 are flying, right? But they're not. 1 object is always in your hand, 2 objects are in the air, and you're just transferring that item. That's why a 3-ball juggle is something that's easier for everybody to learn. Now, professionals out there are doing 4, 5, and 6 item juggles. I don't do those things, but I can do the 3-ball juggle. And so, any questions? How's everybody doing with the 2-ball juggle piece?
Lindsay said she's watching for now. She's going to practice later.
All right, Lindsay. I'm looking forward to that. So we're going to practice this. There we go. Now, if you're practicing at home, you can try the 3-ball juggle, or you can keep with the 2-ball juggle to make sure you're getting it down. So we'll let these guys decide what they want to do, whether they want to try the 3 or what it looks like.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to try a couple. And if you guys need to, if you guys want to take turns so that you're not so close. Yeah.
And you could stagger too.
Or you could stagger. So let me go first, and I'll show them what we're going to do, and then I'll let you guys go. So I'm going to throw this first ball is going to go here, right? Second ball is going to go here, just like we did before. First ball catches. Third ball goes up in the air. Second ball catches. Make sense? One more time. Throw, throw, catch, throw, catch, throw, catch. That's what it's going to look like. So you ready? Throw, throw, catch, 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 throw. That's the 3-ball juggle, right? So at any given point, watch one more time. At any given point, 1 is always in my hand, 2 are in the air. I'm catching them, throwing. Just catching them, throwing. Now, something to know, the higher the objects go, the more time you have to react. So this is a little bit easier. Now, you have to make sure your throws are good, but it gives you a little bit more time to react. So let's see how these guys are doing. All right.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Okay, so you did really well. A couple of things that she did well. One is when she started it going, she felt like the third ball wasn't ready, so she caught the second ball and brought it back in. That's always good. Bring it back into control. And then the other thing that she did is she got all 3 once. So she made all 3 objects into the air once, and then on her other throw, that's when 1 dropped. So you got 1 round of juggling. So let's try this again. Okay, so did you guys see? Now, and that's why, one of the things that I forgot that I'm going to tell you now, and I was just thinking about it, is you need to not be looking at any given object. So right now, oops, that's okay, we all do it. Right now, I'm looking in the center, but I'm not looking at any single one of the objects, right? I'm looking at all of them, kind of opening up my vision. Now, I also can't focus on you. If I focus on you, then I'm not going to see any of the objects in front of me. But if I it's a little glazed eye where I can see everything at once, that's what you want to do, and that way you can keep them in. One of the things that Abby did on that last time is she threw that object out. Now, sometimes you can grab it and pull it in, but you want to really work on making sure you're keeping the objects right in front of you. All right, who's next? Oh, yeah! There we go. I think there was 2 rounds there. I didn't count completely, but I know you got more than 1.
Okay.
Try one more time. Okay.
There we go. That was a good job. I hope we're doing some rounds of applause for Abby and Alice. And now let's root on Jacob as he tries here.
We're ready for this train, right?
Yeah, it was good. It was that left-handed throw. So Jacob knows he's going to need to work on that left-handed throw more. Yes. All right. So once we go from learning that, then one of the things that we want to do is we want to get something that is a little bit more even weighted. One of the things you can do with your aluminum foil is you can put a rubber ball inside of it and tighten it up, and that'll give it a little bit more weight and give it some even distribution. And then you can start to work on all 3 skills. So you can just work on the 1, you can work on 2, and then you can work on 3. So let's progress with Jacob, Abby, and Alice, and let them try these to see how they do when they're progressing from the aluminum foil to a traditional. And I think we're going to start with Abby first. Now, these are my personal juggling balls, and the thing is that there are different sizes. I like the big ones. So, but if you decide you're getting into juggling and you talk to the adults in your home about it, and you decide that this is something you want to practice at home, you can buy different sizes of juggling, and the beanbag ones are really nice and easy.
I have a really hard time throwing
That was
this.
good. So remember to throw a little bit higher to give yourself some time.
Okay. I have a hard time letting the second one go in this hand. Okay.
Would it be easier if you had it in 2 in your left hand?
Oh, no.
No, okay.
No.
There we go.
I'll get it.
You're getting it.
Oh,
Yeah! Oh, so close!
But then I do it once and I'm like, I did it, I'm done. What happens now?
That's okay. You know what? If you want to catch that last one, because that was a full round, just catch it and stop. That's okay. Remember, go up, not out. Yes! Beautiful! Nice job. Oh, yeah!
I want to try again. Okay. I keep going out. I know that I'm doing it.
Oh, yes!
Good job.
Oh! Nice job, Alice. Very good job. Very
It
good
is
job.
much easier with those balls. Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, the weight.
Weight changes it.
Yeah, this is weird now.
Yeah, you got it.
So if you want to do a progression, yeah. So your left hand's still going out. Go high. All right, let's try it here. So close. Oh! Oh, so close, so close. All right, nice job. Let's cheer these guys on. That was really good. They did such a good job. So, for those of you that are practicing at home, go back and do those skills. One of the things you heard is that using something that has more even weights, maybe tennis balls, or you can get your own beanbag balls, something like that to juggle. Something that's a little bit more even weighted is going to be a little bit easier. You want to avoid balls that are going to bounce a lot because when you drop them then you have to chase them. And so something that will hopefully sit. Now tennis balls do bounce a lot, but the ones I'm going to use here in a second have been open for a while, so they don't bounce as well as they could. Once you do that, you can start adding some little tricks into it. So that's the regular 3-ball juggles like this, right? But if you watch the green ball, the solid green, I don't know if you can see the solid green ball, can you see it? If you watch it, sometimes it likes to do something different, and so you just have to be careful of that. Oh yeah, see that? Oh, there it goes again. I don't know why it's doing that. Sometimes it likes to bounce back and forth. So let me show you that one. Oh, there we go. So you can do different tricks. Now I showed you one of my tricks at the beginning, because I also used to, many moons ago, I used to like hacky sacking, so that's a fun trick as well. I'm right-handed, not left-handed, and so this one's harder for me. Whoa, but I did it. So there you go. That's one trick you can do just with the 3 juggling balls.
Kurt, do you think a balloon filled with like rice would be good?
Oh.
Because I feel like those, you can't feel them, but I feel like...
Come here.
Okay.
Share this idea.
I don't know, but if you don't want to actually buy these, you can't feel them, but it feels like there's like little beads inside. So I feel like maybe like a balloon with rice or sand or something like that might work.
I think that's a great idea. I've never thought about that before. I think that's a great idea. I would love, for those of you that are trying this at home, I would love for you to try that and then maybe take a video of yourself practicing juggling and post it on the comments here. We would love to see that. That's a great idea, Abby. Thank you for that. You know what? At Camp for All, we have the most creative team ever. And that's why we do so amazing things, because we do it as a group thing. We all put our brains together and we do all kinds of things. Now, let me tell you one of the reasons that I started learning to juggle. I started learning to juggle because when I was in college, I sometimes could get distracted. Who knew, right? And if I was studying for finals and got distracted, I would stop and I would pick up objects that I had in my room and I would juggle. And because I have to focus, and I still do this sometimes, it allows me to focus. All my concentration is on making sure that this is happening. Here's the other thing. And I've just recently picked juggling back up again. I had all this equipment and we decided that we were missing our campers. The campers aren't here at Camp for All right now, and we can't wait till you guys come back. But when we were talking about virtual activities, I was like, hey, I used to teach campers to juggle here at camp. And so I want to try that again on one of these virtual activities. And so I brought it back. And the other thing that I remembered about juggling is that juggling helps ease my stress. It helps me cheer up when I'm not feeling as cheerful as I want to be. And right now, I think a lot of us are going through that. And so this might be something that will help you be successful at something like juggling and cheer up. So that's one of the things that I'm doing. Now I'm going to show you a couple more things. I want to remind you that, make sure you're always talking to the adults in your house about anything that you might want to try. One of the things you can try is tennis ball. I'll be right back. And so with tennis balls, we can do another trick. So it's the same kind of juggling this way, right? But if you take the balls and you hold them in your hand like this, right? And you throw them down on the ground to bounce. Now you got to hope that you're throwing them even, so that the throw takes a little practice. And I might not do it right the first time. But you throw it down and they bounce back up. Now if you've got new tennis balls, they bounce a little bit better than these do, but I'll still try to make this work. And Emily, you might want to bend down just a little bit. We don't have to necessarily see the floor, but it might be good to see down a little bit. So I'm going to catch two of them. One of them is going to bounce up, and then I'm going to start juggling. All right, so that's the secret of this. Oh, almost. Didn't quite have any control. Let's try that again. You ready? Let's try that again. Here we go. There we go. So that's a fun opening trick, and it looks really impressive. And like most things, once you have the juggle down, the rest is just adding stuff in. Now, when you move beyond that, you start looking at the same kind of three-ball juggle or three-object juggle. But there are different kinds of objects. I'm sure you guys have seen some of this. Have you guys seen objects like this? I'm going to move back a little bit so we can see this. Now, this is a professional juggling object. Doesn't mean I'm a professional juggler, although I've practiced a lot. And I have juggled for campers, and I have juggled for kids' birthday parties, and by that I mean my kids' birthday parties. So I've done some of that. But this is an item that I bought from a professional juggling store, and the reason that's important is because it has a weight in it, right? It's weighted, and so it flips easy. And so the same idea, I'm going to flip this one this way, I'm going to flip this one this way, I'm going to catch, throw, catch, throw. It's going to be the exact same idea, it's just with the flipping of the object. So let's try this. You ready? Boom! Just like that, juggling pins. So, you can't do that until you learn the regular three-ball juggling. You want to get that one down really, really well, because adding the flip is a little piece, right? You have to add that flip, and that's a big deal. Now, I've got two more things that I want to show you, but I want to say it one more time. I know I've said it a lot. This is not something for you to do without talking to the adults in your home, and this is not something that most of you will ever want to do unless you become a professional juggler. But I do have some objects that start to add a little bit of danger to the juggling. But juggling is the same, the three-item juggle. There are different kinds of juggles. But the three-item juggle is the same thing the whole time. So let's add in knives here. So, when we start to get creative, right, we get some knives and we juggle them. Now, it's not a whole lot different than the object that I had before, other than it's a knife. Now, I want to tell you something. This is not a knife that I got out of my kitchen, right? I didn't buy 3 of these at Lowe's and decide to do that. This is purchased from a professional juggling store, and again, that's because it has that balance. It will flip like that. So it's a professional item. This is not something for you to do at home. This is something for you to watch and hopefully be entertained. If you decide to become a professional juggler as an adult, and maybe you'll do something like this. Heck, if you decide to do that, you have to let me know, because I'd love to watch it. I love watching jugglers. Magicians and jugglers, some of my favorite right there. So, all right, we're ready? So here, let's do a little juggling. Woo! You guys hear that rain outside? I don't know if you can. It's raining here. Get a few more going. Oh! I hit it wrong against the blade, right? There we go. All right, there we go. 3-item juggling, all kinds of different things. I hope you guys have had fun. But we're going to do one more thing. We're going to try one more thing. We're getting a sign. It's pouring outside, but we have an area that I think we can go to and check it out anyway. And I'm going to do something that's even more exciting. So let's go outside and check that out. Are they dry? How are you moving? All right. Okay, so I put some lighter fluid on these earlier, and so we're going to try it. If they don't light it because they got wet, I might try to dip them again. Hey, did you run to get paper towels? So again, this is a professional juggling item, and we're being very safe. I want you to go ahead and take a look. We're being very safe when we do this, and I have practiced this a lot. Recently, I just started practicing when to get ready for this. And the reason I'm stalling right now is because the handles got wet. And I want to dry the handles off before we light them. I want to say this again. This is not something you're going to do at home. This is something that I've done a lot of. I've done it in front of campers and in front of kids, and I know how to do it safely. There we go. So, I'm going to dry this off. Let's see how I handle what we pull out. Just a second here. That's going pretty good. One more time. All right, who wants to see me live on fire?
Woo! Me!
All right, looks like he's on fire. No, okay. That's okay. Sometimes things don't go exactly as planned, right? Okay, so one of the reasons that I soak them before I light them is because it'll fly off of this. So we're not going to light them just yet. Instead, I'm going to get some of that kerosene out of them. Now, I know one of you probably out there is wondering, he's like, wait, all that fluid on the ground right by him isn't going to light up. It doesn't. It evaporates right away. I've actually lit it on fire before, or tried to, and it didn't go. Alright, so we're also going to do something a little bit different. I'm not going to start juggling right away because I'm going to let them burn a little bit because they didn't get the soap. Yeah, there we go. Alright, there we go. There we go. We'll let them burn a little bit. We'll make some fun play noises. I'll tell you what. You guys, tell me who am I being right now? You ready? Little airport, airplane direction, right? Is that it? All right. All right. Who's ready? Ready? Let's do this. Live on Facebook. Woohoo! Anything cheering? Anything? Oh man. All right. Let's move back a little bit. The dark, I need a little bit more light. No, for me. So one of the things about juggling fire when it's dark is all you see is the fire. And you don't want to grab the fire, you want to grab the handles. All right, how was that?
Woo!
All right, anybody want to see a trick?
Yes!
Hey, I'm juggling fire. Is that not enough for you? Man! Okay, let's juggle again here. Whoa! Not getting in the water. Let's try this again. One more time. Now maybe more here. Look at that. Look at that. Here we go. Well, that was a good long run, but I couldn't catch that last one. Let's try this again. How about that? All right. Thank you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope that you guys will try to learn juggling too. Not the fire, just the balls, right? Get a 3-drop ball juggle going, or get a video of you trying 1 or 2, even if you aren't yet to 3. Let's get a video, post it up there on Facebook. We really miss you guys. Campers, we really wish you were here. Camp is not the same without you, but we can't wait until we get to see you again. Thanks, everybody.